Yes, no Carti. No Carti. And I know some people were thinking that it was a hidden feature. I didn't necessarily think that. I tweeted it, but I was laughing. Like, it was just a joke. There were other features listed, like Nicki Minaj, Don Toliver, among others. And I was like, no Uzi. So I got the scoop, y'all, as to what happened. So Carti was actually on it at one point, like 5 days ago. Okay, you can trust me or you cannot. I don't really care. I got it from a pretty good source, like who's somebody who actually knows shit, who's in the mix, you know. And then I confirmed it with other people who are also in the mix. Okay, again, take it with a grain of salt. But I'm like 90% sure. So Carti was on it. He has a bunch of collabs with Uzi, right? So they had one song that was supposed to be on the tape or on the album, Pink Tape, up until like 2 days ago or 5 days ago or something. And then he pulled the plug on the song because he didn't like it. It wasn't adhesive or cohesive with his opium sound, like the dark, grungy, like rock star shit for his next album, right? So he said, nah, I don't want to do that. Then there was like the whole Summer Smash, right? Or, Carti's probably moving around. So he wasn't answering Uzi or sending him another verse. He was just saying like, he wasn't even messaging him at all. So he ghosted him until the day before Pink Tape, where then he asked for like all the Pink Tape songs allegedly. And then like, obviously at that point, it's just too late. So if the day before Pink Tape, Uzi already announced it June 30th. So it's not like the day before Carti can just turn something in, or even if he can technically, like you got 4 hours on DSPs beforehand to give the verse and turn it in. And after it's like mix and master. But the day before, Carti was literally asking for all the songs to see which one he could hop on. And it's like, he hadn't even recorded it just yet. Now, I don't know if that's really a dick move necessarily. I mean, Carti could have just been in his own head is what I heard. Like, he wanted to be good because obviously this Uzi tape is going to sell. I predicted like 200K plus. So it's going out to a wide audience. And so, of course, he's going to be kind of weary as to how he sounds, especially with how scrutinized Carti verses get on, say, like the Weeknd song, like the popular shit where everybody was calling it trash. I personally liked it a lot. I know he only said like 10 words total. It was still hard. And then Pain 1993 with Drake. Like, Carti hasn't really given that many features. And he already pulled the plug in the past from Trippie Redd's album, They Afraid of You, because he didn't like the mix on the track. So it was literally already cleared, the song. And then after the release, he's like, nah, take that shit off your album. So as I was saying, with Uzi's, he pulled the plug on the song like 5 days before or 2 days before, and then wasn't answering, like was stalling, trying to figure out which song to hop on with Uzi. And then he asked for like all the songs that were on the official track list and tried to hop on it. But it's like, at that point, you can't really make a good verse in one day. Or, I mean, you could if you're like Juice WRLD, but I don't know. Carti probably works differently. Like, it takes multiple days to do something cool. And you really don't want to rush such a big look on Pink Tape. You know what I mean? Like, if you're giving a feature, you don't want to just... Remember what Carti did with Mr. Rage on Trippie Redd? Apparently, the story was like the morning of... It was like a Sunday morning before the Friday that it dropped. I could be messing up this entire story. And he was drinking coffee in the morning, and he just did like, one morning, that was the verse. And a lot of people were hating on that verse. It like might have not have been as good as the leak mashup that the fans created from, the original leak that wasn't actually a real song. I think it was the verse from the Juice WRLD leak that Carti's. But anyway, so yeah, that's what happened. Carti stalled. Now, is it because of like some ego shit? Like, he doesn't want to give Uzi the feature because he too clouded? I don't know. At the same time, though, if he's in his own head about this feature because it's such a big look, I was saying to these people, like, it's literally Carti. I don't even think it really matters how he sounds on this song. People are going to dick eat it no matter what, just because it's Carti. And that's no offense to him. But like, you just know the level of clout that he's at, the status. Like, people are going to scrutinize it no matter what, just because his voice and everything is very polarizing anyway. But like, why is he in his head? That just shows that everybody's human. Everybody's a little insecure about like everything they release. Or maybe it's just like the Nardwuar situation where he's very aware or very selective with what he releases so that he can actually control his brand, which, as we all know, like, that's one of the strengths that he has. He really knows how to control the narrative, or like, he doesn't have that many releases. He remains completely rare. So I don't know if Uzi's heated. So Uzi technically did not lie when he said that him and Carti are about to change the world. That one Instagram story and he said Carti was going to be on it, on Kai Cenat's, or maybe he didn't say it necessarily, but like, it was a hint. He's like, there's a feature that yo guys want or whatever. But he wasn't lying. So Carti was on it. And that one song, the snippet that leaked or surfaced later today, that was Carti's song though. It was Playboi Carti featuring Lil Uzi Vert. So that was never on the tape, or I don't know. Because that was more of like an opium beat if you listen to it. Like more dark and grungy. But who knows if Carti will even release that. That's what I was saying. I was like, damn. I heard about it early in the day. But then Strapped got it. Shout out Strapped. They had the exclusive. I was trying to get my hands on it as well. But it is what it is. Strapped is established. They got the goated news. Plus Uzi and Carti are their own artists, so they're going to do their own thing. Yeah, but like, I don't know. With such a big drop, like, I almost think, remember when Uzi said he was on track 16 of Whole Lotta Red? Everybody thought he was trolling. At this point, because of what I just heard, I don't even think he's trolling. I think he actually was on it, track 3 and track 16 or something. And there were a lot of features that Carti like even teased on Twitter, like Post Malone or something, Travis Scott, among others. And then only Kanye and Future were on it. So I'm thinking that just Carti last minute was always like, nah, I want to change it up completely. Remember, they said that he recorded the latest version of Whole Lotta Red right before he actually dropped it, whereas there's like 14 versions at this point. But yes, Playboi Carti is not on the album, just in conclusion. And we're going to find that out in a couple minutes. There's no hidden features. I don't know why they would have hidden features. I feel like Uzi's very communicative with his fans. He would tell people like, yo, I got Carti. Because that would just get people more hyped, right? That'd just be better for sales. Because the whole internet's going to break, or would break. Did I see, of course, in Zoom on there? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. So I heard that Uzi put an extra grail on the project as well in place of that Carti feature, because they had to, he already said 24 or 26 tracks or whatever. So he had to put something in place of that so that it filled that placeholder. So one of those songs was supposed to be Carti. It's fucked up, man. Fucked up. The track list is on Spotify. I don't know if it's on Spotify. It was on Tidal though. That's where we got the track list. Nicki Minaj. I was like, when I first saw it, I definitely was very torn. I'm like at this point, I mean, I haven't heard the features or whatever, but at that point I was like, Nicki Minaj and Don Toliver, I'd rather just hear solo Uzi using different voices as the features, be a Renji on there, or like Baby Pluto, and just count that as a feature like J. Cole did on his project. But I heard that that Uzi's label accidentally uploaded the Carti feature. Hold up. Carti, Uzi. Okay, so allegedly it says Don Toliver on it, but apparently this actually like is Carti on it, or maybe it's not this link. It might be a Lil Uzi Vert topic or something. Hold up, no, this might be it. Nah. Someone at Uzi's label's getting fired for this shit. How does it say Patience featuring Don Toliver? Then it legit had Carti on it. I don't want to hear anybody in the chat saying that was AI. That was not. That was literally Carti on it. It was the fetus voice from Whole Lotta Red V2. That was like one of the songs they were probably recording like during like the PlayStation ordeal with Iggy, right? When his kid was born. That was literally that voice. It's an old flow, so I understand why Carti took it off. But, you know, it would have been a cool addition.